for this. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
You bear the aspect I revealed to you before. I know little of this Shiva, save their reputation as destroyer of all things. Perhaps the Black Coat partly is responsible, though that is for you to discover now.
Perhaps you wonder if I am responsible for Typhon in some way, or I created that from which he spawned. I too have wondered this, and my conclusion is that I am as responsible for Typhon as Kronos is responsible for you.
You never learn.
For Olympus! I'm waiting.
Let that be a lesson.
Melinoe,
Excellent.
even if you're thwarted by the Titan Prometheus, it is a benefit to our war effort. For if he's having to confront you, then he is unable to cause his mayhem elsewhere.
That is of little consolation to me, Lady Athena. This is not his first crime against Olympus and our family. Thus, his punishment is to be even more severe.
Do not concern yourself with that. His prior punishment inspired this still greater transgression, rather than remorse for his past deeds. For the moment, our strategy merely requires that he not stand in our way.
I'll not fall to some hired thug.
Pain and death contain so many mysteries, my kin. Each satyr, each harpy whose life you take, their sacrifice has something to teach us. And you have learned voraciously. May our studies continue far into the future.
The bounties of the earth. Life flourishes even there where you reside, amid all that death. Flowers, roots, herbs, and seeds. You know their hidden strength. I let them grow for you.
Come forward. Athena deigned to grace these woods of ours, has she? Perhaps a mere projection of her power now that you and she have built up more of a working relationship.
The Gorgon amulet lets her locate me almost anywhere, though she can never stay for very long. I hate to inconvenience her.
She would not bother if she deemed you unworthy. Whilst her power may be limited beyond Olympus, I shall not underestimate it here. Dark side. Your will.
better.
I'm really watching partially.
Mind getting that for me?
Fields.
Nicely
It's a nice
done.
area over there. Yeah.
Golly, fetch. Well done.
Hello. Hey, I wanted you to know, I've come to the conclusion that you really aren't here to sweep me off my feet. Instead, I've come to a conclusion that's more disturbing.
More disturbing. Very well, I've braced myself. What's your conclusion about me, Narcissus? After all this time.
My conclusion is you're only here for the free gifts I offer you repeatedly without a second thought. If I weren't so selfless, then no one would like me for who I am.
Don't you think I'm capable of appreciating your company as well as your gifts? Your generosity is part of who you are. Though, why not put it to the test if you're uncertain?
No, or maybe. Look, I'd not considered that before. The ramifications, please leave me to consider what this means. But first...
Laughable.
I'm so relieved you and your frosty grandmother have had an opportunity to meet. If nothing else, perhaps now Demeter shall tone it back a smidgen with the rest of us?
Life or death.
Bitter wars are sometimes waged for less, really over nothing much at all.
Had to do it.
An occasional show of hostility is just how we assert ourselves, my king.
You better work with us tonight, lady. There's a potential sponsor somewhere in the stands, so we have got to put on a big show. Bigger than when you beat us normally.
I'm not here to contribute to your misguided attempts to earn stardom or sponsorships for that matter. You truly thought I'd let you beat me just because you asked.
I truly thought that you might have a shred of decency. Look, we are gonna start our song now as we try to drown you, so just think about letting me and the girls have this one. Let's kill it.
peace and quiet. For me. Echo, look, I have your keepsake here. Your concave stone. Your concave stone. Your concave stone. Your concave stone. It's a beautiful gift. It must have come from the mountains where you used to reside. Do you ever miss it? I can't imagine you prefer it here. Imagine you prefer it here. Prefer it here. Prefer it here. Great Shiva, grant to Cassynth your full destructive force.
You are methodical, I grant you that. But I shall have to take from you much more. I have more subjects here for you to fight. distant relatives. You are amongst the worst. Cassio and all the gods.
For Thanatos. There.
And after all of that, the princes of the dead and all the gods above the surface and below, they set aside their differences and lived from there on out, contentedly.
Ow! Return to Shadow now.
An avatar of destruction bearing Cassynth. But to what end?
Ambrosia. Look, you should know my never-to-be-used stash is just about full. Wouldn't want for it to overflow.
You could always invite me to the taverna, where we might cut into that stash of yours a bit. Why hoard it forever? Besides the reasons that you previously said.
Not going to invite you anywhere as long as you keep this up. And I don't appreciate you making light of the subject of avoiding excess. My area of expertise, not yours.
I'm sorry, Nemesis. I wasn't aiming to be rude. Words I cannot entirely believe I'm saying, much less feeling, since we used to trade barbs all the time.
Things sure were nice and simple then, weren't they? But now we're stuck in whatever pattern this is, till we break free, and we're doing that now. No more Ambrosia. Ever.
Ever? What about bath salts?